welcome back. It's Cape Rugby TV time. We take a look at what's happening in the world of Western Province Club Rugby. Lots of action at the moment. Of course, this past weekend. Well, let's talk about that in a second. But before we get going, of course, big thanks to our partners on board with us, Score Energy Drinks. We're going to explain to you how you can win yourself a case of the Score Immune Booster a little bit later during the course of the show. And, of course, MChem 24-hour Pharmacy on the corner of N1 and Durban Road. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Back in studio with me now, Jerome Parvata. Jerome, nice to have you with me, Mania.
Yeah, good to be back. And also well done to all the teams over the weekend at City Park.
Yeah, we're going to get there now. Yeah, so, you know, some people will be thinking it's the end of the season, but it's not. There's still a lot of rugby coming. We've got, well, yeah, I think you even mentioned that the women are playing at the moment in the finals.
Yeah, the Western Province under 20 girls are playing against Border in the final.
Yeah.
I don't know what the score is there yet, but yeah, they've won their first game against the Falcons by far, 54 points to 0. And then they beat the Lions 24-5.
So just run us.
Hopefully they can beat the Border team this afternoon.
So this is of course the under 20 side, but just run us through that as a format. I mean, you had the women's side playing in the SA Premier Division. That was the senior lady side. Now you've got the under 20s playing in. Is this an under 20 SA rugby competition?
Yeah, it's an under 20 SA rugby competition. And obviously after this competition, they're going to pick a SA under 20 team. They're also going to play against some overseas teams.
Yeah.
But we're fortunate. But we expected actually more of the girls who played in the Curry Cup, senior Curry Cup team for the Western Province. Because we had about 13 girls played. But they end up, because some of the girls got injured playing in the sevens for the SA team. So we've got 7 girls who were in the Curry Cup who played in the senior team.
So you had, in the senior side, you had 7 girls who were under 20.
In the senior side, we had 13.
13 girls in the senior side that were under 20.
Yeah, it's still under 20, yeah. But we thought that we're going to be lucky to have all that girls back. But it's just good, just so the depth that we have here. Yeah. So we end up with 7 of that girls playing in this tournament now. And the rest is club girls. So it's just like, again, just so the depth that we have in the women's club rugby in Western Cape.
So give me a rundown of that. How's the performances been so far? The girls winning?
How many
weeks left to go?
Obviously, it's the last game was today.
Yeah, right.
So they play against Border in the final. They've won both their games easily. So, yeah. So, and I expect that a lot of these girls will make the SA team also, which help us also.
So if they, so basically, I suppose there's lots of scouts looking. I mean, are there selectors there at the moment taking a look at the performances?
Yeah, they are. The challenge for us is with these girls to obviously to keep them, because we all know the Bulls are professional. The Sharks are looking at girls. The Lions are looking at girls. But most of the girls want to stay in the Western Cape, and we're not professional yet. Hopefully we'll get there so that we can keep most of our players.
Yeah. All right. Well, this past weekend it was, of course, the playoffs and the finals at City Park. Also currently happening is still the Promotion League, the Challenge Cup. We've got the PAL region knockouts as well. So there's still, and of course, still coming up in this year, we've most likely got the Score Sevens rugby. A lot of the clubs, they start doing social rugby, some cases even touch rugby, beach rugby, still lots of activity.
Yeah, there's still, and it's strange, like especially the clubs who are not playing in the finals or semi-finals, they're busy with tennis sides, and they're busy preparing for the sevens.
Yeah.
I've spoken to the coach of Bellville, so they're already busy getting their team ready for the sevens. So it never stops. So the guys are busy, and it's also good because it means that your clubhouses are open.
Yeah.
The people in the community, there's still rugby going on.
Yeah.
People going to watch the guys train. They train on Saturdays. So, and they do a lot of fun stuff at the clubs, yes.
Yeah. All right, folks. So we were out at City Park this weekend. The first match on the cards was, of course, Bellville up against Brackenfell. This is the women's side. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Right, there we go. First half, Brackenfell leading, commanding lead there. Before we get into the review of that, we're going to take a look, Jerome. We're going to take a look at that at the where we give you an opportunity to critique the game after the break. But all in all, lekker to have rugby on Saturday. Good weather, City Park again. Fantastic to have rugby.
Yeah, and I mean, good. The crowd went out there to support their teams. And obviously, this Bellville women's team, they have a lot of support there. And Brackenfell women, a lot of support, so that's good.
Yeah. All right, folks. We'll ask Jerome's opinion on some of the game aspects after the break. Don't go away. We'll come back with the highlights. Bellville and Brackenfell women.